I'm buying altcoins right now. I haven't seen an opportunity this good in the markets for at least a few months. And whether we get another opportunity as good as this in the future, we can only guess. Right now, while the fear is in your mind and you don't know what to do next, there is one thing and one thing alone that I'm doing. I am buying. And in this short video, I'm going to talk about the mentality that you need to adopt and also talk about the different altcoins that I'm buying aggressively right now. So without further ado, hit that like button and let's get on with it. Now guys, obviously it's a slightly different setup today. Currently in Jakarta, waiting to go to Token 2049 in Dubai, which is obviously going to be an exciting few days. And if you happen to be going there too and you bump into me, then please come say hi. Would love to discuss a bit of crypto with you guys. Now, what's going on right now? The market bleeding towards the downside. And yes, if you go and look at the news, you can speculate on what this news means for crypto. The real answer is, though, that you, me, and everyone else out there doesn't really know the whole effect of what's going to happen. All we can rely on right now is the fact that this market, the crypto market, on a longer term basis is driven by simply liquidity in the market. The FTX crash happened at the bottom of the liquidity cycle, the global liquidity cycle. If we look at this cycle and where it anticipates topping out, you're looking into 2025, maybe even into 2026, which means we can only rely on the fact that liquidity is still arriving in the market. And right now we have one of the better opportunities going, which is easy to know. But our mind plays tricks on us. Our mind screws us over because in our minds, we like to follow patterns. Our mind thinks that when the price is going up in a coin, that it's going to continue going up. So that's why we end up buying the tops, which is the dumb thing to do. And then on the way down, we sort of think in fear, we panic. We think, therefore, that we want to get out the markets. This is the opposite to what the smart money does. And it makes it very simple. Because on those days where you wake up and you feel the fear, like I'm feeling and you're probably feeling, and you're down like 20%, 30%, maybe even 60% on some of your favorite altcoins, okay? When you feel that pain, that fear, that's when you need to kind of get against it, go against the tide. And on the flip side of things, when the markets are good and you've got people being like, look how much money I'm making in whatever, they're sharing their screenshots, they're sharing all their kind of portfolio value, they're telling you how much money they're making, that's when you want to run. That's when you want to get out the markets, okay? So, with understanding of this, where do I see the best opportunity right now? Well, I made a video yesterday where I talked about different buy zones and how to use buy zones to enter into different coins. And right now, you will see that pretty much all coins have been decimated. Which ones have taken the biggest hits? Which ones have the best opportunity? Well, I have focused on a few different things on coins that I'm looking into right now. Now, it probably doesn't shock you. I have a pretty big portfolio of different crypto coins, but there's definitely areas of focus. I still keep my focus into key narrative. And while people don't like this word, the narrative still remains the most important. AI, still one of, if not the top narrative of this bull market. Deep in compute, and also within deep in storage, things like Filecoin and stuff, also great opportunities. But right now, in the shorter term, where's my focus? My focus in the shorter term is in BRC20 and ordinal type tokens. Why? Because the first coin that's going to recover out of this dip, and there will be a recovery and it's going to come very fast, because eventually, Bitcoin will hit a level and suddenly it's going to go back. And when it does, everything Bitcoin related, BRC20 ordinals, I think, in my opinion, going to fly. Therefore, I'm still very bullish on BVM, which has actually been performing quite strongly during this period of time, allowing people to build layer 2s onto the Bitcoin network. Really exciting new project. Also, I like AudiSwap and BFi. There are obviously other tokens within this BRC20 type narrative. Mubi, maybe you could have a look at as well, that I'm really excited about. And the fact that we're getting knocked back in price right now is really good, okay? Gives you the opportunity to get more cash and be able to get into the market. If the markets just went straight up in a straight line, okay, right now I'd be pretty devastated, okay? Because it would mean that my maximum potential is reduced. Right now we're getting further opportunity. Where else would I be looking? Well, into gaming, GameFi. There's a few new exciting launches coming up, like Battle Royale. I'm really obviously very bullish on My Lovely Planet, which I've been talking about on the channel for a while now, bearing in mind that they now have monthly active users at around 90,000 and are continuously growing. It's a game very much like Candy Crush, because the developers of Candy Crush are responsible for making this, but they're also helping the environment. I think this is going to be an absolute flyer. Other games I really like, Afin, which recently had a very successful game launch. And yes, after I mentioned it on this channel, it has taken a bit of a hit towards the downside. Obviously, smaller market cap coins will take bigger hits while the market looks a bit unsteady. That's where we have some of the best opportunity. In the deep in and compute space, I like Render, I like the Cash, I like Arweave. But my main focus right now has been into those BRC20s, okay, the ones I mentioned. Also, I really like the look of AVAX and Avalanche, okay? Not the coin itself, but within that ecosystem. Therefore, I've been aping into Pangolin, decentralized exchange built on Avalanche. My exposure to the deep in AI world, I've also been getting into AIOZ, a project that we first mentioned on the channel around 15 cents, went up to around $1, has a big dip down right now. Solana, still great value. Guys, it's so easy right now. Guys, when the markets are flying, okay, it might seem like it's really easy to make videos. It's actually not, because I can't just sit there and tell you all the time to keep holding those coins, okay? Because I don't really want to tell you to buy when the markets are spiking. I want to tell you not to, but it just gets boring. Right now, we get a really nice dip. I've got the opportunity to actually bring some value and education, okay? Nice. Because most people aren't very excited about what's happening right now. It's far more exciting for most people when the market's going up. This is the most exciting period of time. This is when we have a chance to capitalize on what's going on. And the list goes on. I can tell you pretty much every coin that I've been bullish on over the last few months and tell you why I'm so much more bullish on them right now, okay? AGI, Delesium, love it. Fala Network, Forter, Numbers, all of these find themselves back into decent accumulation zones. Now, if you are unsure about getting into those projects and things like that, then maybe you could focus your attention towards educating yourself about the new launches that are coming up. Use this time effectively, because it's where you're going to see the most value and opportunity. Learn how to do a bit of chart reading, understand support zones, understand demand zones, and make sure, guys, if you haven't already, that you subscribed, and I will take you through how to do this going forward. Now, I know lots of people are extremely excited about a few launches that are coming up this year. We have Aether, huge deep in cloud compute project, which is being launched in May. Now, fortunately, in the inner circle, which is linked down below, we have access to a pre-sale, which will be running on the 20th of April. We've managed to secure $1 million pre-sale, huge discount deal for Aether. If you want to get into that, then please do. We also will be running a whitelisted node sale. Remember that node sale that ran last month and went into very high tiers around tier 30? You guys got a massive discount on those node sales where you'll be able to get in if you missed out before. That will all be taking place in the inner circle, which is linked down below. Now, guys, I hope you enjoyed that short, slightly different video. I'm going to be bringing you a few more of these through the week when I'm in Dubai. Hopefully, I can catch up with some other big names in the space and see what I can find out for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week in another video. Bye-bye.